All right, so talking about the markets, and yeah, the markets are feeling the pinch right now, and with crypto, the crypto market is not left out. With Bitcoin down about 5.42%, with a deep red on the screen, just pockets of green. The pockets of green that you see there are stable coins. Showing you how investors are feeling right now. Some are trying to run into safety, and the stable coin is supposed to offer, that safety, not going up or high, no volatility there, because we're seeing XRP down a massive 10%, regardless of, the big run we've seen from XRP from about 50 cents. It was like a stable coin at some point, but now did get to a high of about over $3 per coin. Ethereum, 7.34% down. So we're seeing big pullbacks at this point. Is it sell the news? We'll definitely find out. All right, let's see what we're expecting this week now. I'm talking about economic data for the week, and mostly in the U.S. This could actually impact the crypto market, and that's in the U.S. We know it's Fed season right there on Wednesday. We're going to get a rate decision, and definitely we know how the rate decision, how it impacts markets. At this point, it's about 2 rate cuts expected in the U.S. This year. From 4. So that's definitely quite hawkish at this point. So all eyes for Wednesday there for the Fed decision. Then we also have U.S. Preliminary GDP data. That's out on Thursday. The data comes out on a quarterly basis, and the U.S. economy is expected to have grown about roughly 2.7%. So that's the expectation. Anything below that might be cause some jitters there for the market. Then U.S. core PCE index, that's for inflation, is coming with the Fed's favorite inflation measure. That's the one the U.S. Fed like. That's a core personal consumption index. So we're going to be looking out for the numbers there. All of this, definitely investors will be watching for this week, and you can bet that Bitcoin is definitely going to react to all of that. All right, let's bring in Jay Hamid now. She's a journalist at Cryptopolitan. Great to have you on the show, Jay.
Thanks.
So we're seeing Bitcoin struggling at this point. I guess the Trump mania, I think it seems to be wearing off, but some are still blaming what we're seeing today on Trump's tariff on Colombia. He did pull the plug on that, but we're seeing the market already reacting. Do you think investors are just overreacting at this point?
Well, China's DeepSeek has really shaken the US stock market, and Bitcoin is really correlated to it. So every time US stocks get billions, hundreds of billions of dollars shift off their valuation, Bitcoin tends to react strongly to that. It's very sensitive. Its traders are really sensitive. And so after NVIDIA and NASDAQ lost so much when futures trading opened, Bitcoin took that really hard. And some analysts are now even predicting that we might see a dip to $70,000 this week.
Right, definitely. $70,000 of Bitcoin. That's a big drop at this point. We know investors tend to overreact when they see massive drops like that. But I also spoke to a researcher that said 95,000 could hold some kind of support for Bitcoin. Do you think that's going to hold short term?
I don't think so. I think we're looking at what I like to call a classic volatility compression. It typically happens before a big price expansion. So if we want Bitcoin to get to our price target of $200,000 anytime this year, this kind of just needs to happen, especially with the Federal Reserve deciding that they're not cutting interest rates. I don't think anyone is bullish this week at all, actually.
Right, because most of the time, some new investors just expect that an asset class like Bitcoin should just keep going up and up and up, but definitely there has to be major pullback. So we're seeing some economic data coming out this week. We also have the lunar holiday in Asia. Do you think Bitcoin will be reacting to any of that? Maybe to the downside?
I think I think Bitcoin has kind of outgrown reacting to economic data at this point. Because of President Trump. I mean, even last week when he made the crypto executive order, the Bitcoin barely reacted at all. I think at this point, the only thing the Bitcoin reacts strongly to is the stock market. And unfortunately, the stock market is kind of cooked at the moment, to put it that way.
Yeah, markets are really spooked. But let's look at the meme coins at this point. We know a lot of on social media, you can see some traders, flaunting their life-changing profits, from most of these meme coins. Even though some say not many enjoyed, some of this profit. So we had the Melania meme Trump, we had Trump's meme coin. Are those forgotten now?
Honestly, I cannot say. At this point, he hasn't said anything about the token. When he was asked about it, he said, I don't know anything about it. So we're not even sure if he was actually the person behind it. And Melania quite literally rug pulled everyone. So I don't think anyone is really into that anymore. Kind of burned everyone in the community. So
Because it's quite funny, a lot of investors get burned when they buy most of these meme coins. But for some reason, they keep getting pulled back into it. Why is that?
Honestly, I don't know. I'm part of the people you're talking about. And for me, I think it's just there's really something beautiful and powerful about being a part of something so much bigger than you and being a part of a movement, about taking back control, about financial freedom. So I think for a lot of people, it's just that. It's a rush. It's a rush.
Right, and I'm wondering at some point, do people get tired of the meme coins? Do investors just say, you know what, I'm done with it, at this point, because there are many, many rug pulls, when it comes to meme coins. Do you think it's going to fade away at some point?
Well, it's not like NFTs. So even if you will go out of fashion, I don't think it's going to be anytime soon, especially with Trump again.
Right. So I guess the meme coins are here to stay. They keep minting thousands of them, daily. But at this point, everyone was looking towards Elon Musk. He's supposed to be the king of the memes, at this point, but he hasn't done anything. But I think I did see, at some point on X, some kind of scam coin there claiming to be an X token. Do you think we're going to hear anything from Elon soon?
Well, last year he did come out and tell us that he's never going to promote any crypto ever. He said that he only does it as a joke and he doesn't take it seriously and that he's never going to. So I think it's just time that we take him on his word because he once said that Tesla will not accept Bitcoin again until it surpasses 50% of green energy, and it already has, but he's yet to say anything about it. He hasn't made any crypto related statement in ages. So I don't really think he's focused on us at the moment,
Right.
unfortunately.
Right. I guess, at this point is just to watch and see. But let's see if at some point traders get tired of the memes. We'll see.
Hopefully.
We'll definitely see. Thank you so much. That was Jay Hamid. She's a
Thank
journalist
you.
at Cryptopolitan. Thank you for coming on today.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so there you have it. The markets we track, we're seeing Bitcoin there struggling, staying low. That's with Ethereum, most of the altcoins that we track, all of them struggling at this point. Let's see if there'll be some kind of respite for Tuesday and the lunar holidays that's coming on Wednesday. Thank you so much for watching. From me and the team right here at Channels HQ, it's bye for now.